Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the October 9th, 2019 Norwood Airport Commission meeting. This meeting is being recorded by NCM, Norwood Community Media. Is there any other entity taping this meeting?
Chris Donovan, Boston Executive Council.
Thank you.
Matt McDonald, Norwood Record.
Thank you. First on the agenda, we have Du Bois and King AIP project update. Jeff Adler.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, Jeff Adler with Du Bois and King. So first I'll touch on the technical master plan update. So over the last month, we have received comments back from FAA on the final draft. We're still awaiting comments from Mass DOT. We have started looking at the FAA comments, though, and started to address those as well. So I would hope by next month's commission meeting, we'll have Mass DOT's comments, and that we'll hopefully have, most of the comments addressed, routed back through them, and then the goal is to have a final document to the commission by, sometime in November, and then the last thing will be to do a public meeting where we will present that final document to the public.
Right.
So I would hope by next meeting, we can at least get that public meeting scheduled if we have the comments back and we're working on them.
And we already had one public meeting.
We've already had one public meeting, yes.
Correct.
We took comments on that, so this would be just presenting the final document.
So November, you're hopeful that we get that?
That's the hope. If we
Right.
get final comments back and we get all comments addressed through FAA and Mass DOT, that we could have a meeting hopefully in November or early December.
Great, great.
Yep. So that's it on that. Any questions on the master plan? Okay. So the second item is the taxiway alpha relocation. So we are moving forward with closing that out. Taxiway Delta will be, completed as part of another project. So we're looking to now just move forward with closeout paperwork for the taxiway alpha relocation. And one item I have on the agenda for the commission is that we have an engineering amendment as well as a supplemental agreement from Mass DOT for a change to our scope, which actually reduces our contract value because we're going to take out the 2-year monitoring that was going to be done by our sub-consultant, Epsilon Associates, so that we can close the project out. So actually the net of this change, although there was some additional engineering that was required to close this out, the net is a $30,678 reduction in our engineering contract. So we're looking to get an approval for that.
Okay, so we look for a motion to accept contract amendment number 3, which reduces the engineering fee from $483,004 down to $452,326. A reduction of $30,678.
So moved.
Motion made.
Second.
And second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? None, thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, over the next month, we hope to complete all the final closeout paperwork, and my goal would be at the November commission meeting to have final closeout paperwork ready for signature by the commission.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Anything else?
Oh, sir.
Okay. We do have a sign-in sheet. I'm going to pass this around, if you could. Thank you. Are these the ones you want signed?
Yes. Yes.
You get one. Yep. All right. Next up on the agenda, the minutes from September 12th, 2019.
Motion to approve the minutes as documented for September 12, 2019, the regular business meeting.
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Thank you. Airport managers report.
Mr. Chairman, for this period, we focused quite a bit on the, as you know, on the administration building. There are some punch list items to finish out the project, such as glazing. We've got some electrical outlets that need to be installed. We've got some other parts for power washing. Security fire control systems are well underway, but those are not complete as of this date. We have a callback line to the fire department on the fire control system that needed some extra coordination between the airport, Norwood Light Broadband, computer department, the architects, and the electrical engineers. We think we have a solution on that. We have had Deputy Fire Chief Maggio out to the site, and my understanding is there's been a walkthrough by the building department as well. Project's moving along well. Hope to have it finished up in the next week or two. And other than that, unless there's something, comment or question about the written report, I'll let the report stand.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr. Sheehan.
Did the Conservation Commission grant the request, or do you have to go before them?
I did go before the commission, Conservation Commission on October 2nd to get an extension on both the state and the local Conservation Commission permits to develop lots A, B, C specific to the hangar. And that was approved with extensions to, on both permits, to December 31st of 2021.
That's what I'm looking for. So 2021?
Correct.
Oh, very good, okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. Anything else for the manager? In regards to the building project, we do have a pay request totaling $311,939.89, and that's for 4 different invoices, one for tower construction for $305,005.49, Pathfinder Tree, $1,815, Fences by Mark Williams, $1,500, and Galaxy Integrated Technologies, $3,619.40. Total amount being $311,939.89, which the state share is $296,342.90. Town share $15,596.99. Is there a motion to submit those pay requests to Mass DOT?
So moved.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. All right, under new business, we have flight level special event proposal. Flight level, there's a pretty detailed package here submitted requesting consent to host a promotional event at the Norwood Memorial Airport on Saturday, October 12th, 2019, between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. The purpose of the event will to showcase the offerings of Flight Level and the airport with the hope of generating new business. Flight Level, Nick, is this something you want to talk about or briefly discuss for us?
Sure, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Nick Burlingham, Flight Level Norwood. Yeah, this is similar to an event we did 2 years ago. We learned a few things in the process after the last one, and we'll be tightening up the footprint of this quite a bit. So I'm not sure if you had an opportunity to look at the package that we submitted, but there's an informational memo at tab 2, and at tab 4, you can sort of see the footprint of the event in this site diagram. People will arrive and park in the public parking area. They will transition through Flight Level's terminal building, Building 7. They will be escorted by badged Flight Level employees to Building 13, where the event will take place, and then they will be escorted back through the terminal building at the end of the event. It's going to begin at 4 p.m. and end at 9 p.m. We've asked for permission to go to 10, just to be careful, but we'll be ushering people out at about 9 p.m. To make sure that we stay within limits. The packet is pretty comprehensive. It includes Board of Health permits for all of the vendors that will be serving food, and it includes liquor will be served at the event. Unlike last time, it will be served by licensed caterers, and we ran that up the flagpole. The Board of Selectmen have been placed on notice, and they concurred that a special permit is not required as long as the liquor is being served by licensed liquor vendors at the event. And so there are also certifications of tips, server certifications in the packet from all of the liquor serving vendors. And there's a waiver of liability in favor of the town and all of the entities that provide governance to the airport. And that can be found at tab 10 in the letter to Chairman Paul Bishop of the Board of Selectmen. And then lastly, there's a comprehensive package of insurance certificates. I'll just mention that Flight Level maintains $10 million in general liability insurance and $10 million in host liquor liability insurance. Carrier's been placed on notice, and there's a copy of an insurance certificate in here naming the Town of Norwood, the Norwood Memorial Airport, Airport Management, the Norwood Airport Commission, and the Norwood Light and Power Company, although that was sort of superfluous. We don't really need that. But so you have certificates from Flight Level Norwood covering the liabilities, both general and liquor. And individually, you have certificates from each of the vendors, both the food caterers and the liquor catering vendors, providing the same coverages and covering the same airport governing entities.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yes.
Mr. Sheehan?
Thank you. On the liability, all of what you said was true, except for Barrel House Z LLC is only additionally insuring the town of Norwood, leaving off the airport commission, leaving off the airport management, and leaving off even you guys. So if you look at the one for Barrel House Z LLC, all the other ones cover everyone. So if you wouldn't mind going back to them and asking to add the commission, the airport management. I agree with you, the light department's not needed, but
Town of Norwood.
Town of Norwood is on, but the airport commission, the airport management is left off. So all of the other three include everyone, Nick. Do you see that? I'm talking about
Tab 10.
Barrel House Z LLC.
Thank you,
13.
Mr. Sheehan.
13.
If you turn to the second page of tab 13, which is where the Barrel House Z certificate of insurance is
Okay,
located.
so they put it there?
Yeah, they couldn't fit it on the front page of the certificate for some reason.
Okay.
And so if you
Oh, it's
just,
there, thank you for correcting.
Great.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. And then, are there going to be any police details?
we
I
had,
didn't see that in here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Shane. We met with the police, Norwood Police, on site and walked the site and showed where the parking was going to be. And the consensus was that in this case, no police detail would be needed.
Okay,
We do have a contact, primary point of contact at NPD, and, to be sure, we'll have vigilant flight level employees with that information should anything happen.
and that was the chief? That
It was Officer
Sergeant Bagley?
Bagley, yes, exactly.
Okay. Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I mean, last year they did have a detail, but only to cross the people across Access Road, I believe, from the presently Norwood Light Department property.
Yeah, that's correct. Last time we did this, we used the Gate 2 pedestrian gate, and we had overflow parking across the street.
Right.
This year, I'm not sure if the lot is even finished, but
Right.
what we learned from our last event, and it's basically the same guest list, is that very few people parked there. There was plenty of parking in the main airport public parking area, and we will have flight level people stationed there. And we'll also work, of course, with Tasso to make sure that
Great.
that their area is protected, or that an area that will serve their customers is protected.
So is any construction equipment being stored by any nearby projects? Make sure that they're out of there, right?
Right. On
Okay.
the main lot you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
yeah.
I don't know.
And who's in, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Who's
Mr.
in,
Sheehan.
who are you inviting to this, Nick? Just for, out of curiosity.
Well, I don't have a guest list, but it's essentially town leaders, the commission to be sure, and then local business leaders, charter company operators, and high net worth individuals that have some nexus to general aviation. We're going to have a few aircraft on display, and we're hoping to attract some people from Bedford and other local airports that might want to come and reposition their aircraft here in Norwood. And it's sort of you invite the people that have been transient customers of ours for a number of years, and people that we've met, and anybody that was recommended by airport administration. So
Oh, good luck. Hope you have
So
a-
invite only.
it is invite only, yes.
Thank you. Anything else for flight level or pleasure of the commission?
Do we need a motion to approve?
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve the flight level event. They presented a nice package and answered all of my questions.
Motion made
Second.
and second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None.
Gonna give you back all your paper. I'm gonna keep your tabs though. I can use these now. There's number one. I wanna look at that. Thank you.
All right, so we have some correspondence here. First of all, notice of withdrawal of appearance in the matter of Boston Executive Helicopters versus Town of Norwood, Norwood Airport Commission. Pierce.
Placed on file.
Motion
placed on
made.
file.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Stipulation of dismissal with prejudice from Michael Fee.
Motion to place on file.
Second.
Motion made and second. In favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Order terminating appeal from the FAA.
Motion to place on file.
Motion made.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Notice of withdrawal of appeal. Town of Norwood.
Motion to place on file.
Motion made.
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. And then we do have executive sessions. However, Chris Donovan reached out to me the other day looking to appear before the commission, but the agenda was established, but I did offer him the opportunity if he wants to give us a brief update on his FBO. Are you still interested?
Yeah, you take the opportunity, just waiting on releases. Nothing like that to say.
Okay, great, thank you. So executive session, we have some executive session minutes, that's all. And we look for a motion to go into executive session for purpose 3, for executive session to discuss strategy with respect to litigation if an open meeting may have detrimental effect on the litigating position of the Norwood Airport Commission. 1, Boston Executive Helicopters LLC versus Town of Norwood. And 2, Boston Executive Helicopters versus Norwood Airport Commission in the Town of Norwood. Is there a motion?
And we will be returning to the regular session for the purpose of adjournment.
Yes, thank you.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Sheehan?
Yes.
Mr. Cochran?
Yes.
Mr. Ryan votes yes. Thank you, everyone.